Hello, Namaskar. This is CVR English and it's time to roll the Inside News live with me, Anukriti Sharma. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has set to visit the National Conference Office in Jammu, where preparations are in full swing to welcome him, viewers. This visit is anticipated to strengthen the party ties and engage with the local leaders and also the party workers. The organizers are now focused on ensuring that the office is absolutely prepared for this event, with arrangements for discussions on key matters which are affecting the region. Abdullah's presence is expected to galvanize support and reinforce the party's commitment towards addressing the concerns of the people in Jammu and Kashmir. This visit underscores the National Conference's ongoing efforts to remain connected with its grassroots and to also navigate the evolving political landscape of this region. Watch this.
कब वो आए और मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूँ, ये उन लोगों के लिए मुंह पे तमाचा है जिन्होंने ये चीज बोली थी कि नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस सिर्फ कश्मीर के लोगों की बात करती है। नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस खत्म हो चुकी है, पर उसका जवाब जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम ने अपनी वोटों के राही नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस को सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बनाकर और उमर साहब को सीएम बनाकर दिया। ये उन लोगों के मुंह पर तमाचा है जिन्होंने ये बोला था कि नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस सिर्फ कश्मीर के लोगों की बात करती है। उमर साहब ने अपनी ओथ में, अपनी कैबिनेट में तीन लोगों को कैबिनेट में अंदर अपने साथ बराबर का दर्जा देकर, एक को डिप्टी सीएम बनाकर, दो को कैबिनेट मंत्री बनाकर उन जमातों को जोरदार तमाचा दिया है और उनको जवाब दिया है कि नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस जम्मू वर्सेस कश्मीर नहीं है। नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए जम्मू के और कश्मीर के लोग सब एक जैसे हैं।
Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud has addressed the inaugural Skaora International Legal Conference in Goa's Benolim, highlighting the pivotal role of the judiciary in upholding the rule of law and fostering justice. In his speech, viewers, Chandrachud has emphasized the importance of collaboration among legal professionals to navigate the evolving landscape of law in a globalized world. Chandrachud has also urged participants to engage in a meaningful dialogue on pressing legal issues, advocating for innovative solutions as well as alignment with the contemporary societal changes and challenges. This conference brought together the legal experts and the practitioners, setting the stage for fruitful mutual discussions and also further networking opportunities in a picturesque setting of Goa.
More on that a little later on law and humor. Because when we say leave granted, the machine learning always says Avkash prapt ho gaya. So you have to train it to say it's not Avkash prapt ho gaya, but it's leave granted to appeal. But all the 37,000 judgments of the Supreme Court have now been translated into Hindi. Now, the advantage of translating these judgments into Hindi is you have judges today who have never spoken English. Judges even of the high courts, when they came from the district judiciary, I had colleagues in the Allahabad High Court and I asked them, "Aap Angrezi mein likhte hi nahi hai?" And they would say, "Sir, when I was a district judge, I was a member of the district judiciary, I didn't have an English stenographer. So how would I write an English order?" Now, if the district judiciary is predominantly a regional language judiciary, and most of the judgments or all of the judgments of the Supreme Court are only in English, we are distancing ourselves from the process of dispensation of justice at the trial level. And we have therefore, and that's a very serious cause for concern. So a judgment of the Supreme Court laying down what should be the yardstick for the grant of bail in a PMLA matter, if that does not reach out to the judges and the lawyers in the special courts, how do you expect them to do justice? So therefore, we have to reach out in languages which citizens, lawyers and judges in the districts understand. And this is not just confined to Hindi. I'd like to share that. We have been translating judgments into Tamil, every language which is recognized by the 8th schedule to the Constitution. In fact, the Honorable President of India, when I culture.
Former Indian diplomat KB Fabian has shared his insights on the complex, absolutely complex dynamics of the Ukraine conflict, viewers, highlighting the Russian President Vladimir Putin's strategic maneuvers and the implications for the global geopolitics. Fabian has emphasized the role of BRICS member states, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa in navigating these challenges, suggesting that their collective voice could probably influence international responses. In a related development, Fabian has noted India's decision to expel 6 Canadian diplomats, reflecting the escalating tensions between India as well as Canada over various diplomatic issues. Now, this move underscores the intricate web of international relations as well as the impact of regional conflicts on the bilateral ties, particularly as India now seeks to assert its position on the global stage amidst all these shifting alliances.
The right and both are being diplomatic. It is not exactly an anti-Western group, but it is a group that wants to correct the shortcomings of the international order set up by the victors in the Second World War, set up in 1945, and that has not essentially changed despite tremendous changes in the international situation.
On Ukraine conflict, Russian President Vladimir, while talking with PM Modi, each time he raises this matter and expresses his considerations. We are thankful to him for that.
Well, he is trying to tell us that he takes into account Prime Minister Modi's concerns, and he is grateful. But, that is where it ends for the time being. You cannot do anything more about ending it for the time being.
On being asked if Russia will be in BRICS member states for shooting the film in the country, Russian president said, if we look at BRICS member states, I think in this country, Indian films are most popular. We have a special TV channel with Indian movies being shown on it around the clock. We have a lot of interest in Indian films. We hold BRICS film festival. This year, Moscow International Film Festival introduces films from BRICS nation. We are positive that if India films are interested, then we will find some common ground and promote them in Russia.
Well, Indian films, it is part of our what one may call the soft power. I was once in Egypt, and when the Bachchan came, the security could not control it. In fact, I found that the security was abandoning its duties and trying to get a glimpse of Bachchan. So, and it is true in Russia also. We have made reasonably good use of it, but there is scope for making better use of it. And the BRICS Film Festival and all that, excellent idea.
New Delhi has expelled 6 Canadian diplomats to leave by October 19.
Yes, and parallel-wise, Indian diplomats are also leaving Canada. So that leaves 9 Canadian diplomats in India, 15 Canadian diplomats in India and 9 Indian diplomats in Canada. Because you may remember that MEA had said, we reserve the right to take further action. So it's quite possible, one of these days, we might say there should be equality. So another 6.
Group, it is a non-Western group. How do you see this statement?
Well, both are right and both are being diplomatic. It is not.
Aam Aadmi Party's Haryana President Sushil Gupta has voiced his concerns over the alarming pollution levels in the national capital, Delhi, particularly highlighting the toxic foam that has now covered the surface of the river Yamuna. Gupta has criticized the government's failure to address this pertinent environmental issue effectively, calling for urgent action to combat this pollution. In response, the Union Minister Harsh Malhotra has also made a statement emphasizing the urgent need for collaborative efforts to tackle these environmental challenges. Bharatiya Janata Party leader Shehzad Poonawala also weighed in, attributing part of the pollution crisis to stubble burning in the neighboring states and also urging for stricter regulations. Meanwhile, AAP leader Satyendra Jain has reiterated the party's commitment to implementing measures which are aimed at reducing pollution as well as improving the air quality, urging all the citizens to participate in the initiative for a cleaner environment in Delhi. Together, these statements are now reflecting the growing urgency among the political leaders to address the pressing issue of pollution in the region of national capital.
किसानों को प्रोत्साहित करना पड़ेगा। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने नासा की तस्वीर दिखाते हुए इन राज्य सरकारों के मुख्य सचिव को बुलाया और ये कहा कि ये कुछ न कुछ ठोस कार्रवाई इस पे आप करें। तो वास्तव में ये हवा खराब केवल दिल्ली की नहीं होती, मैं हरियाणा का रहने वाला हूं, हरियाणा की भी होती है, इस समय यूपी की भी होती है, राजस्थान की भी होती है। तो दिल्ली के 3 तरफ लगने वाले जो राज्य हैं उनको इस पे विचार करना पड़ेगा। और यह हवा की बात नहीं है, पानी की बात भी है। यमुना बह के आती है
जी, यमुना में अभी फोम दिख रहा है, टॉक्सिक फोम, उसे लेकर बीजेपी के नेता जो वहां पे पहुंचे थे,
मैं खुद वहीं पे आ रहा हूं
और सवाल खड़े थे कि वहां पे यमुना तो अब दिल्ली के हिस्से में प्रदूषण।
3-4 महीने पहले मैंने चंडीगढ़ में एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी और वहां दिखाया था कि कैसे यमुना जहां से निकलती है वहां पे आके पानी का प्रदूषण का स्तर क्या है, यमुनानगर में क्या है, उससे 20-50 किलोमीटर आगे क्या है, करनाल में आके क्या है। वो सारा प्रदूषण अगर इकट्ठा होके यमुना नदी में आता रहेगा इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट, तो ये चीजें तो खराब होंगी।
आप ही कह रहे हैं कि हरियाणा की तरफ से इसमें पानी छोड़ा, गंदा पानी।
मैं कह रहा हूं कि पूरा कंट्रीब्यूशन पोल्यूशन डिपार्टमेंट, दिल्ली को भी पोल्यूशन डिपार्टमेंट, हरियाणा को भी इस पे चेक करना चाहिए कि कहां से ये दूषित पानी इसके अंदर पड़ रहा है।
लेकिन जो उसमें टॉक्सिक फोम की तस्वीरें दिखती है वो दिल्ली में ही दिखती है, दिल्ली की सीमा में, और खासतौर पे कालिंदी कुंज में जहाँ पे छठ होने वाला है कुछ दिनों में, वहां पे लोग पानी में उतरते हैं।
ये सही है, मगर पानी तो बह के पीछे से आ रहा है। जब एक झागनुमा चीजें जब उसमें दिखती हैं तो ये एक जगह से, दिल्ली से इतना पानी नहीं पड़ सकता प्रदूषित। और मैंने ये कहा कि दिल्ली के प्रदूषण नियंत्रण विभाग को भी इस पे काम करना पड़ेगा और हरियाणा के प्रदूषण नियंत्रण विभाग को भी इस पे काम करना पड़ेगा।
लेकिन बीजेपी ये सवाल खड़े कर रही है, एक अरविंद केजरीवाल का पुराना बयान भी दिखाया जा रहा है, जो 5 साल पहले के लगभग उन्होंने कहा था कि अगले 5 साल में 2025 तक यमुना साफ कर देंगे और वोट मांगने तभी आएंगे जब उसमें दिल्ली के लोग उसमें यमुना में डुबकी लगा सकेंगे।
हाँ, इंतजार करें वो, क्योंकि आप देखिए दिल्ली के अंदर अगर मैं 10, 15, 20 साल पुरानी बात करूं तो ये नजफगढ़ ड्रेन बहुत प्रदूषित ड्रेन थी। दिल्ली सरकार ने
Chhattisgarh's Deputy Chief Minister Arun Sahu has addressed the upcoming by-poll for the Raipur South constituency, emphasizing the significance of this election in shaping the region's political landscape. He expressed his confidence in the ruling party's ability to secure a victory, citing the ongoing developmental initiatives as well as public welfare programs as key factors that would now resonate with the voters. Sahu has urged the constituents to participate actively in these electoral processes, underscoring the importance of their voices in determining the overall future direction of the governance in Raipur. The by-poll is now seen as a critical opportunity, viewers, for the party to reinforce its commitment to the constituents and to also address any local concerns faced by the public.
कांग्रेस क्या करती है ये उनका विषय है, पर ये सही है कि कांग्रेस में आपस में कितने झगड़े हैं ये लगातार दिख रहा है।
ये आज कांग्रेस की जो जनप्रतिनिधि है आज लखनऊ रवाना हुई है, इसमें इसी चीज का बयान आया है, चंद उद्योगपति को फायदा पहुंचाने के लिए पेड़ की कटाई की जा रही है।
देखिए, ये कांग्रेस पार्टी लगातार भ्रम फैलाने का काम करती है। आज भी ये भ्रम फैलाने का काम कर रहे हैं। इन्होंने हरियाणा में भी भ्रम फैलाने की कोशिश की थी, चाहे आरक्षण के नाम पर, चाहे ओबीसी गणना के नाम पर, चाहे संविधान के नाम पर हरियाणा की जनता ने माकूल जवाब कांग्रेस पार्टी को दिया है। छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता ने भी लोकसभा चुनाव में दिया, विधानसभा चुनाव में दिया और आगे भी कांग्रेस पार्टी को इसी तरह से जनता का जवाब मिलेगा। रायपुर दक्षिण में भी कांग्रेस पार्टी के भ्रम और भय की राजनीति का करारा जवाब मिलेगा।
हसदेव के मुद्दे पे लेकिन राहुल गांधी और प्रियंका गांधी का भी ट्वीट आया, आदिवासियों के साथ खड़े रहने की बात कर रहे हैं, क्या वाकई में इसमें कोई?
देखिए, ये दोहरा चरित्र वाला काम ना करें। कांग्रेस शासित राज्यों में क्या अडानी को काम नहीं दिया है इन्होंने? और ये केवल और केवल भ्रम फैलाने के लिए इस प्रकार की बात ये करते हैं।
ये जो वहाँ जो सट्टा ऐप के मुख्य आरोपी सौरभ चंद्राकर, उसको लाने की तैयारी में थी सरकार, तो कब?
देखिए, जांच एजेंसियां उसके लिए बहुत गंभीरता से काम कर रही है। कोई भी भ्रष्टाचारी छोड़ा नहीं जाएगा। कल 20 अक्टूबर को एक और बड़ी उपलब्धि छत्तीसगढ़ को मिलने वाली है। जोर शोर से कर रही है और रायपुर दक्षिण में लगातार 8 बार आदरणीय बृजमोहन अग्रवाल जी
After his release from the Tihar jail, Aam Aadmi Party leader Satyendra Jain has now visited the Jain Mandir in Delhi's Saraswati Vihar area to offer his prayers, marking a significant moment of reflection and gratitude. Accompanied by his wife Poonam Jain, a fellow AAP leader and former Delhi minister, this couple expressed their devotion and sought the blessings at the temple. The visit underscored their commitment to their faith and community as Satyendra Jain took a moment to reconnect with his roots and to also reaffirm his dedication to serving the people of Delhi. The couple's presence at the mandir resonated with the supporters, symbolizing resilience and hope for the future. Watch this.
मेरा बहुत सालों से नियम है कि मैं अन्न ग्रहण तभी करता हूं जब मंदिर चला जाता हूं। भगवान के दर्शन करने आए हैं, काफी टाइम तक जेल में रहे थे, दर्शन नहीं कर पाए, तो भगवान का आशीर्वाद है, कोई दर्शन करने आए।
जेल में आपने मिस किया मंदिर जाना?
हाँ, भगवान तो कभी मिस नहीं होते, भगवान तो हमेशा ही दिल में है, पर हाँ मंदिर को जरूर मिस किया था। आज मैं दर्शन करना।
क्या कुछ आपने, जो हम कह सकते हैं कि कुछ मन्नतें मांगी?
भगवान से कुछ मांग नहीं सकते, भगवान अपने आप देखेगा। मांग
मतलब आपका दिनचर्या में अब शामिल रहेगा?
हाँ, वो हमेशा से है, उसमें कोई बात नहीं।
हमने देखा।
Meanwhile, the Enforcement Directorate officials have also returned to the Muda office for a second consecutive day, further intensifying their investigation into the ongoing inquiries. And as a precautionary measure, the police were also deployed outside the office to maintain law and order and to ensure the safety of all those present. The heightened security viewers' presence of all these security professionals reflected how serious this situation is, with the officials focusing on gathering crucial information. The staff and the onlookers remained alert as this investigation continued to draw attention from the public and the media alike, underscoring the significance of the proceedings taking place within the office. Congress leader Sharat Bachegowda has condemned the recent ED raids at the Muda office, viewing them as a politically motivated tactic aimed at undermining the opposition. Meanwhile, the Union Minister Prahlad Joshi's sister, brother and nephew were also booked for allegedly cheating a former JDS MLA, further intensifying the scrutiny on the political families in Karnataka. Bharatiya Janata Party leaders have called for the resignation of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, claiming mismanagement as well as corruption within his administration. And amidst all these developments, viewers, the state government's report on the caste census is also gaining momentum as it aims to address the socio-economic disparities. Additionally, Karnataka plans to implement a 1 to 2% transaction fee on the aggregator platforms like Zomato and Swiggy to establish a welfare fund for the gig workers, reflecting an effort to enhance the support for those in the informal economy.
Expressing in multiple folds. See, personal opinion is not there. We are going by data, and if you look at data, the data which we have is very old data. So in 2024, we are planning to release data which was collected in 2016. So how that data has been collected, whether that data has been collected on the ground level, all of these questions have been raised multiple times. And this is not related to Congress government or BJP government or JDS government. Successively, if you looked at it, all parties have had their chief minister as representative through this process. So we want to ensure that data collection is verified, vetted, and if possible, since programs of the government are going to be determined based on these data, we want that the
Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel has laid the foundation stone for Poicha Khanora, where a significant project aimed at enhancing water management in this region. The WARE is expected to improve irrigation facilities and support local agriculture, contributing to the overall development of the area. During this ceremony, Patel emphasized the government's commitment to sustainable water resources as well as infrastructure development, which not only would benefit the farmers, the farming community, but also promote economic growth in the surrounding communities. The project reflects the state's focus on modernizing its water management systems to address the challenges posed by climatic changes and the increasing demand for water. Watch this. Well, that brings us to the close of this episode of Inside News Live with me, Anukriti Sharma. Viewers, I shall catch up with you once again tomorrow at 3 p.m. bringing along another fresh episode of Inside News Live. Till then, keep watching CVR English for more news and updates.